Alrighty guys, and welcome back. Today we're going to be spawning in on Suffocation Pit. Now straight away you're going to note that looking around I had two teammates behind me. We're going to be versing a Freddy Krueger. That can be told by looking at the bottom left hand side of the screen. Now the next question is, do we have an obsession? We can also see that by the bottom left hand side of the screen. We also need to find out whether it's a Dream Snare, which is very strong for Freddy Krueger, or a Dream Pallet, which is very weak for Freddy Krueger, technically hindering him. Now knowing that he Hex Lullaby, it means he might be stacking Overcharge and looking for that kind of play, which is a little odd to see a Freddy Krueger run, but a lot of people will be on purpose missing skill checks against Freddy Krueger based on the fact that they're going to be trying to wake up against him. So it is a little bit counterintuitive, but let's see how this goes. I'm going to take him around this side of the loop. He's placing something on the ground there, not a pallet. I'm going to go all the way through and run him this big long loop. I'm going to wait right here actually. What's he doing? He's actually following it? Good. Now I know he put a Dream Snare on my right hand side. I can play this window twice. He's following right now. I know he's got his Dream Snare here somewhere. He put something down. Or did he actually put a fake pallet? That's an interesting question. I should be able to make a medium vault or a fast on the window if I right angle it pretty well. Just like that. He put a Dream Snare on the ground. I just didn't see it. We're going to have to come through. I took bad movement here. He can play on my bait on the window. That's unfortunate. He took bad pathing as well. He can put Dream Snares down, but he hasn't. I will not play towards this pallet. I can make this window. I'm baiting this though to see what he does. Never mind. He's too far away with that lunge. It's not going to make it. Alright, we're going to run all the way round this way. That way we can utilize this double jungle gym here too. Looks like he let go of Chase. The good thing about this map is there is a lot of things that can link up together. The bad news for Freddy is that he's committing a little bit too long. We got one generator done on one side of the map. I was comfortable to say that he was out of range with his lunge. Even if he did have Bloodlust, he still wouldn't have been able to make that in time. Now that I'm awake, think of all the pallets I've preserved with this amazing jungle gym in the center of the map. Once you start using pallets, because the killer has Bloodlust 2 or 3, it can be very devastating for time management for the killer. Question is, does he have Ruin as well? He does not. We're going to work on this generator. I'm awake. One of the teammates is awake. 2 people unaccounted for. We're going to detective tab to our left-hand side. I do not know the names of the players in my game. I am in a solo queue game as well. I just want to quickly let that known. What else I know is on the bottom right-hand side of the screen, you're going to be able to see a perk called Prove Thyself. That is a buff that my teammate will be giving to me right now. I'm going to play towards this window. I'm not going to make this window, so I have to sidestep. Unfortunately, I didn't make it. I'm going to wait. If he chases me, I'm still at a very strong loop. There's no point in me trying to break line of sight or get a lot of distance between the two of them. He took a hit. I'll happily let this guy heal me because the killer doesn't have any form of penalty. Looks like he wants to just keep running. I understand wanting to apply the pressure. He should heal me first before he wakes up, because now he's going to be wasting more time healing me and be awake for a less period of time, because if he missed a skill check on me, that would wake me up as well. So there was a lot of ways that healing me would have been the right call before he does that. Now, the other way to look at it is because the killer has the swinging chains, he should be able to use that pallet in time. It's a very good loop. However, it doesn't have the amazing pallet anymore. Let's see how he responds. He's gone all the way over here, so I'm going to go up the hill. He's going to regress the gen. We'll play off that. He might have overcharge. I'm going to wait. I can vault the window. I'm pretty comfortable where I am right now. Regression on the gen, 0.3% per second. He likes to put his Dream Snares in between, which I find very interesting. Generally, I put them halfway around the loop as opposed to in between. I don't know where he went. I wouldn't mind waking up. What I am going to do is I'm going to step in this. I'm going to move away. I'd love to tap the gen, but safety first right now. I don't really want to take a free hit if I don't need to. You can hear the teleporting. He could come off the hill. There's so many different directions he can come from right now. Another Dream Snare that wasn't there before. I'm going to step in it. Alright, does he have Overcharge with his Lullaby? He doesn't. The good news is he has 0 stacks of Lullaby, so the perk's doing nothing unless we're missing skill checks on purpose. It is a bit of an interesting Freddy Krueger build, I'm not gonna lie. Personally, I don't think it's great, as opposed to running something like Discordance, Thrilling Tremor, Pop, and Corrupt. You know, you can run even Sloppy Butcher is a great choice. Any other day of the week, I would have ran over, taken a hit for her to preserve that jungle gym, but I actually value completing this generator, even if it's going to give me a hit in the back. Gonna run all the way around it, and then I'm not going to use this, because he's a little bit too far away. I am going to vault this twice. No, I'm not. I'm going to wait for him here. He's already let go of the chase. If he didn't take that early lunge, I would have took a hit in the back, and you want to know something? I was fine with that, based on the fact I would have been able to preserve such a powerful jungle gym. He's chasing that other lady. Everybody's injured but myself. There goes his Lullaby. Didn't matter. He had no tokens of it anyways. I'm going to wake up. I don't have a pallet on my right-hand side. I have one a little bit further away, which is fine. This totem is in an okay spot based on the fact it's not right in front of an exit gate. It's kind of near an exit gate. but we can play around it if it is nowhere. Another generator completed. Freddy's in a really bad spot right now. He's getting split pressured on different gens. Now, if you do play solo queue, and you don't know what to do and you're not comfortable with your ability to loop a killer, all you really have to do is work on an objective by yourself. If every player in the game does one generator, surely there's generally one player that's going to be able to do 2 gens or do 1 gen and loop the kill and keep the pressure off while one other player does 2 gens too. It will not help you pit, but it will help you, get through your trials at a quicker rate. That being said, how do you counter that as a killer? Well, Freddy Krueger hasn't baited his teleports at all. I've seen him do it once. He's never taken his teleports. He's never... Because that has such a small cooldown when you bait a teleport, he should be very careful. He can come over here. That makes perfect sense based on the fact he's got a hook now. He might have Pop Goes the Weasel. We're about to find out by checking that generator. Pop Goes the Weasel. I am still awake for another half a minute. I'm in a pretty comfortable spot too. I can run around this entire loop. See if he comes back through. I didn't see him come back through, and I can take this massive loop while not in chase with him. Now, if he couldn't put me to sleep because he was somebody at 115% movement speed, this would be devastating for him. Rather than running through, I'll take him a little bit away. Pallet's already been used. It's unfortunate. I can take him over here, though. He knows that I was working on the gen. He would have seen the other two doing no gens and healing on barbecue. I'm going to take a hit in the back for my greed here, I believe. I had a little bit of collision when I was running. I was bumping into things, and because I was bumping into things, I had a gut feeling that he'd be able to get that hit. Now, I have a great window on the left, even though there's no pallet. He won't have much prep here. Let's see how he responds to this. Took him too long to come around the corner, so he's trying to cut me off there. Or he's baiting a teleport. Take him to a completely different loop. And he already lost another generator. I gave him no pallets, took 1 hit in the back. He might have Noed. We're not 100% sure. Try and play towards the hill because I've got another teammate coming in here. Won't need to because I will beat him and I don't hear the heartbeat from Mr. Krueger. Now, if you look at the bottom left, you can see synchronized healing between, or synchronized sleeping between 3 people. That means 3 people had adrenaline on the team and 1 person did not. Very unfortunate for Freddy. It was a hard game for him. In my opinion, Freddy overcommitted to his chases a little bit too long, which has resulted in his demise. He doesn't have Noed. He might have Blood Warden, I'm not sure, towards the end of the trial, like right now. This teammate has already gone through the map looking for the person who did take a hit, knowing that the killer has no form of lethality. I am awake. I do not have borrowed time, so I will not be able to hook save this guy effectively. If you are asleep against Freddy, then you cannot save either if you have borrowed time, because it will be essentially farming your allies if you didn't have the perk. So you got to make sure you're awake for it. He is in the basement. Best thing that can happen here is he sees me. He sees me right now running all the way over here, and he chases me because my ally is coming in for that incredible play. Not going to respect it. I'm going to wait right here. It's going straight back in. Good play by him. All teammates are asleep. Therefore, we're in a bad spot right now. He can force the farm. I'm at the back here. He missed. Even better. I don't know why you'd go left. You guys shouldn't all stack up on the window like that. Oh my lord. I don't know what is happening here. I'm taking a hit. I don't even think that door's prepped. The door isn't even prepped. I'm going to camp the pallet, stun him, and then leave. That was very delayed. I pushed that button twice on spacebar, so now I'm going to go down for that. I think it was because I pulled my character a little bit too far away from that, but that's unfortunate. They can reconvene, they can heal, and they can make a play towards me. The bad news is I'm in front of an execute. The good news is they're within barbecue and chili range, therefore they can stack, they can group, they can heal, and he will not know. However, none of them are awake, therefore they cannot BT save me. I'm going to have to do some great dead hard playing. You can see by where the hook is right now, there's a little bit of latency, but it's nothing we cannot handle. They're grouped, they're stacking, they're healing. He should be able to tell based on how quickly these guys are healing. If they literally all run at him synchronizing, they can outplay him. If they split, they can too. The fact that they're all running away is not the right play, especially to help me. I think I might have to help myself here because it doesn't look like these guys are... This is one of the curses with solo queue. Every time you attempt to get off the hook, you cut 20 seconds off your life. Looks like none of them are trying to play to save me. It looks like my first hook will be my last hook, even though I came in to save those guys and I took a hit as well. Detective Tap is making a play, but unfortunately these other 2 guys don't have time. I cut 40 seconds off my life trying to make the play I'm doing now. Nobody's on the door. There's no pressure over here. Nobody's paying attention to the killer. If this girl does make a play, she's essentially trading. I'm going to have to go group, stack, heal, and then play back to Freddy. Now the bad news is he's already got the pallet. Alright, I'm in a very bad spot against this guy. I can play to the hill based on his bad movement there, and he did let go of chase. They're trying to play towards that door. We need a group, we need a stack, we need to heal somewhere else. I don't think these guys are synergizing their gameplay well anymore. They did prior. He's not dead. We can still really do this save quite easily. I can see where the other guy is. Even if these guys don't know what they're doing, if they just take a hit, we can make a proper play to save that person. And I'd move here. That way I've blocked his line of sight. We're right near the hatch as well. I wouldn't mind getting healed. That guy's waking up. Might be running borrowed time too. Person on the hook might have kindred. This player did have 120 seconds. This game has stalled out a lot longer than it needed to. There are no pallets around there. The correct play is somebody does the door. Freddy goes to the person on the door while somebody does a save, and then you all run for the other door. That, in this situation, is the right play. He's seen the guy on the hill. I need to wait for my dead hard before I be ambitious here, especially if I'm going to be forcing myself to take a hit. Don't run so he doesn't hear it. Walked right into the tree. I'm going for the door. I'm not going for the save. More points are involved going for the save, don't get me wrong, but I need to think about the team here, right? Going around that, starting this door. He ran right past. I don't know where he might be going to wake up. We could save her before struggle. I'm going to move into him to move out. Unfortunately, I couldn't really make a proper play there because I had collision on the sidewalk. If he chases me, I still have a little bit to work with. Somebody else is getting the save. The door is nearly done as well. He hit struggle, which is very bad considering I never got the door open. I am coming back to greed for the door. He took a hit. He's going to have to run away. I do have Iron Will. I don't know why she's still in front of the door. Why didn't she run through the map? He would have seen those pros despawn. I stepped in a puddle, which is very bad. He's terrified about Decisive Strike. That's good for us. That pallet's already been used. I should be able to make this window without Dead Hard. He let go of Chase after me immediately. If the other guy was with us and group stacked healed, we'd be in a much more comfortable spot. That door is so close to being open. It was the right play to go for it and not take the hook save on her. If I did take the hook save on her, she needed to run through the far right-hand side of the map. Both plays had both different consequences, keeping in mind that we are pretty late into this trial and there is going to be no pallets really to use against this Freddy anymore. I'm awake. My other teammate's awake. The slug on the ground. I don't expect Freddy to leave it. I don't have any good pallets around here to work with. I don't know where Mr. Kruger is. I need to physically see him. Alright, there he is there. They are healing. He's had adequate time to pick her up. I still don't think he can cut me off because of Dead Hard. Dead Hard into a fast fall, so he can't make the hit. They were healing to my right. Good thing they spent all that time healing. Not sure about the movement there, bud. Not sure about the movement there. You see, in a situation like that, guys, that would be a perfect opportunity to split up. It's well been over a minute. A little bit of a sandbag by my teammate there, and I'm going to get a hit in the back for it too. No, he's going to get a hit in the back. This is one of those examples where these guys aren't really playing well as a team. The killer can only hit one person at a time, therefore splitting up and running close but far is still a really good play. If I can get this in time, we're going to be okay. We can run for that other door. This could work. He needs to know he needs to follow me like straight away. He can't panic. He needs to know exactly where he's going for this door. It's right behind there. You can always tell by the high pillars. Freddy is not even close by. We could slam the pallet if we wanted to be real cheeky. And unfortunately, Freddy's going to walk away with no kills. Even though he played pretty decent, I think he played remarkably fair then, and he rotated away. I'm going to wait in the exit gate and give him another hit on the way out. If he tries to hit me in the side, I'm going to just leave. Because if you get hit in the side, you have a higher probability of actually doing a backflip as well. Anyways, guys, that's going to be an educational, informative rank 1 survivor game, solo queue against Freddy. You see the team worked well when we applied split pressure, but towards the end of the game, there was a lack of synergy of when to go for the save. I didn't have borrowed time, so I couldn't be the hero that I normally would be trying to run in and save my allies, but I was there to take a hit. All in all, guys, I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you learned something from it. Make sure you hit that follow button or that subscribe button. I do educational DVD killer content 5 days a week over at Twitch if you want to tune into the live streams. Anyways, guys, take care, have a wonderful day, and I'll see you in the fog in the next video.